How's it going? My name is Daniel Mings, and I will be conducting a presentation on a solution for income inequality. The 21st century um, is in full swing, our world's encountering multiple problems: climate change, conflict in the Middle East, um, oil reserves running out, and income inequality. These are just some of the many issues that we are facing in the 21st century. These are pressing issues that have many factors, many complex factors that are um, boggling some of the greatest minds um, on planet Earth, and we need to come up with big solutions for these. One of these, which is close to my heart, is income inequality. We are sheltered being United States citizens, living in this great country. We do not get to see the full effect of income inequality. Um, most of the world um, lives in extreme poverty. According to the World Bank, two, 2.2 billion people live under less than $2 a day. This is less than $3,000 a year, um, which to me is hard to believe. Um, I know myself that I could not live on $3,000 a year, let alone 10,000. That's um, it's sad to think that there are people that live um, like this in the world, and 2.2 billion people live under $2 a day. That's a good sixth of the world, or a third of the world. Um, that means going to sleep hungry many of the nights. In fact, the UN World Food Program estimates that 805 million people do not receive enough nutrition to lead healthy and active lives. Even the United States is affected by um, extreme poverty. About 6 to 7% of the United States population, according to Mother Jones, is in deep poverty, which is around 20 to 30 million people. These are people that are not receiving handouts, who are living off of such little income that they can barely support themselves. These figures are pretty unsightly and hard to think about, and it actually makes me sad just to think about how many people in the world uh, live their lives like this. Um, but what angers me even more is when you look at the wealth statistics of the world. The richest 85, not no thousand, no hundred, 85 people own as much wealth as 50% of the world's population, of the world's poorest people. Um, so around 3 or 4 billion people, 85 people own as much as 4 billion with a B people. When you look at the numbers side by side, it's startling and it's depressing, and it's one of our biggest problems as a race, as humans, and it has been for as long as we've been around. There's been a gap between the rich and the poor, and it is a problem that needs to be solved, and there are many solutions, many of which are hard to implement. Um, One solution that I think shows a lot of promise is increasing education. Um, Now, we hear a lot of talk about um, America's behind in education. America is behind in um, test scores, um, which I feel is a direct result of the amount of funding that we have for our schools. The federal government spent about $150 billion on education last year, and we also spent $700 billion on the military defense budget. That's um, about more than 4 times as much on the military than on education. Education provides people with the means and know-how to advance their own lives and to be able to get well-paying jobs and be productive members of society. Um, we lack the focus in education in this country, and education is lacked abroad by many other countries. I think maybe it's time we spent less money killing each other and more money uh, into educating ourselves and becoming smarter, more adept people, and try to make the world a better place through education, through um, personal learning, to be able to make everyone a productive member of society and um, try to lift even more people out of poverty. This is obviously a difficult road, and there's many other factors and many complex uh, mechanisms going on that cause and maintain income inequality. And education is just one possible solution, not the entire solution, not the silver bullet, but a possible solution to um, decreasing that 2.2 billion, sorry. Um, it's a long road, and it will take a lot of time to try to end this struggle, and I think uh, we are getting closer to our goal. Nearly 1 billion people have been lifted out of poverty in the past 20 years, which is an astounding number of people that have been lifted out of poverty. It The numbers are still not there, um, but they're headed in the right direction. Um, Through collaborative effort with other countries and um, maintaining peace and investment in human capital, I think we can make progress in trying to help end world poverty and try to chip away at income inequality. Thank you. Um, that's all I have for you today. Um, have a good day.